Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you all, wherever it is that you are joining us from. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another great episode of Track and Field Talknet. We are happy that you are able to join us, and we are happy and we know it is a privilege to be here with you each morning or evening or night. So, as we come along, we ask that you continue to subscribe, like, comment, and share on our YouTube channel and follow us on our Facebook page if it is that you have not yet done so. I want to say thank you so much for being here with us tonight as we have, gone into 5 days of excitement of Tokyo World Championships 2025. It is a great time to be a part of the sport and to be a part of what is happening in the space. I mean, if it is that you are a lover of the track or you are a lover of the field, you can definitely say that excited things are happening on the track and also in the field. And I want to say thank you so much for being here with us. And I want to say big up to all those who have continuously, join us each time it is that we come live to talk about what is happening in the space or even to just be here with you, and we take it as a honor to be here with you at all times. As I rightfully said, we are in day number 5. Has just been completed early this morning, Jamaica and American time. And we are basically looking forward to day number 6. We can't believe that we are almost at the end of another exciting year, another exciting championship. And this one is called Tokyo 2025, and therefore we continue to go along with it and do what we do best, as in look and celebrate our athletes as they go along. And as you know, a lot of things excitingly happened in day number 5, and we here at Track and Field Talk would love to take you through that. um, if it is that you woke up early, or if it is that you was just recapping the moment and watching it over, you would have then known that a lot of things happened at day number 5. Day number 5 started off in the early morning of 5 o'clock with the men's triple jump. If it is that you're Jamaican, you would have loved to have watched that and seen that, because Jamaica had our own Jordan Scott being a part of the men's triple jump qualifications in Group B. And it is a great honor and pleasure to say big up to you, Jordan Scott, for doing that, jumping into the semifinals or jumping into the finals, if that's what it is that we call it. Jordan did really well. And I mean, Jordan has said that coming into these championships or even coming into 2025, he wasn't any big name, any star, and he came into the World Championship not being a champion ever before, meaning he has never been a world champion or an Olympic champion. So the honor and privilege, or the joy to be able to jump himself into what it is that we will look forward to of calling the finals, is something really lovely for him. And we here at Track and Field Thought celebrate him and tell him thanks and wish him all the best in doing that. Jordan jumped 17.19 to automatically qualify into the finals. The automatic qualification mark was 17.10, and he was able to jump, you know, 9 meters up from the qualification mark. So that is something wonderful for him, and he celebrates it, and we also celebrate that with him too. So kudos to you, Jordan, and we wish you all the best in going forward when it is that you would jump. Indeed, Sandy, Jordan did really, really well, and it was really exciting to see him go at it. And I can't wait to see him in the finals, to see what it is that he will produce, and where it is that he will go with this. I also can't wait to see him move continuously as the years go along. So kudos to you, Jordan, and congratulations. to you also. The morning continues, and we saw the men's javelin throw for those who were taking that in. I mean, the field events was on display this morning. In my viewpoint, the men's javelin throw happened, and I mean, that was a javelin throw for me. I thought that was really, really well. I mean, persons throwing the javelin at 84, one 11 in Group A, and didn't automatically qualify with that because the automatic qualification mark was 84.50. So, I mean, everything is just booming in its own space and in its own right. But I mean, one of the greatest things is that our own Caribbean athlete in Anderson Peters threw 89.53 for a season best this season so far in automatically qualifying into the javelin throw. I do believe that the javelin will also be a exciting one to look at, an exciting one to watch. I think that it will be a great feel to see and to take in. I'm happy that even though we don't really necessarily get to see the complete aspect of it, we get to see some part of the field events in this World Championship, and it is allowing persons to come into the feel of it and to feel what it is like to basically fall in love with somewhere else other than also after the javelin throw happened, or while the javelin throw was happening, we saw the women's pole vault. Oh my word. I feel like the women's pole vault was a sprint because the ladies were just back and back and back and back and back and back. The only thing that was left for them to do was to be diving into winning it. And it was an exciting one also to take in. A lot of persons mostly take in the men's javelin because of Mondo Duplantis. But when you do have time, it is feasible, and it's a good one to take into to watch the women go at it. I mean, Katie Moon of the United States, congratulations to you, Katie, for vaulting 4.90 as a season best to win that. And also Sandy Morris of the United States, 4.85 for season best, also for the silver. And Tina Sutuj of Slovenia, vaulting 4.80 as a season best, also to get the bronze medal. And that was really something really, really nice to take in. Listen, that's why Sunday I said it was a back and forth, a back and forth. I want it, I want it, I want it thing between Katie and Morris, and therefore it was really a good one to watch and a good one to take in. Also, it was exciting for me too. In the morning there, just few minutes after the pole vault started, we moved right into the women's 200 meters. And trust me, that was exciting. It was popping. It was everything that we would have asked for the 200 meters or from the women, because a lot of persons were waiting to see what would come and to see how the athletes would manage that round on, and who would come out of it, and where they look and how they look and the times that they would put down. So therefore the 200 meters took its own time to get into its own space. And then in heat number one, we saw our own Jamaican, the first one going up in that, in Gabriel Matthews. Gabriel ran 23.40, but 23.40 at the end of all six heats was not enough to get her through to the round. But I do believe that she did really well, and she is also one to watch for the coming future once it is that she continued to better her craft. I felt like I like to see her run, and like to see how it is that she manage and come around the curve and come off the curve right there. She didn't look too bad. And I believe that after a while of coming into herself and getting more race under her belt, she would be one to watch for the future. Good night to you, Toffee. Really nice having you. Sandy said Jacko looks ready. Wow, you reach far already, Sandy. We not even do the hit number one completely yet. So that's what happened with Gabriel Matthews. But at the end of the day, um, Battle of the United States came through for the win with 22.07 for a season best in that. I mean, a lot of season best and personal bests are happening in these championships, and it really looks lovely. Mari Hosetalu Smith, from Cote d'Ivoire, 22.39 for a qualification spot automatically. And the Greece athlete coming through with a season best of 22.92. That rounded out heat number one, and what it is that would move over, the ladies that would move over to the semifinals. We then moved to heat number two. I felt like heat number two was a heat. I think last night I said that from this heat I wanted, or I had Melissa Jefferson wouldn't to come through, which she definitely did, easily 22.24. And I had Thelma Davies from it. So Thelma came through, the Liberian athlete, 22.76, and Gibai of Cote d'Ivoire came through with 22.81 for the automatic qualifying spot, which was great seeing the ladies doing their thing and handling that. Heat number three is where we saw our national champion um, coming through in this heat in Ashantimoor. And hello, Jesus, this was a really good heat to watch. It was really a good one and a comforting one in my viewpoint to see go, and to see Ashanti Moore go was really lovely for me. Mackenzie Long of the United States came through with 22.51, and Ashanti Moore 22.57, close behind, with Sophia Junk of Germany 22.81. It was really a nice heat. For us, we all here had Ashanti coming through with this one, and she did deliver. So that heat number three lived up to the billing. We moved into heat number four. I felt like heat number four was, one of those hot heats. Heat number four had its thing going for it. Heat number four had Brittany Brown of the United States coming through for the win with 22.50. Then we had Anthony Strawn of Bahamas coming through with a season best this season with 22.57. Daryl Nita doing her thing, coming through for an automatic spot with 22.59. That heat with Brittany, I don't know. I felt like even though we knew or we wanted, some persons would have wanted Brittany to come through, she didn't look so relaxed for me. Tofia said, I'm a little late. I was meeting Fred Curly, manager, to sign for the enhanced game. Well, you're early because we just basically started coffee, but good night to you, um, Mr. Manager, sir, right there, or what you would call yourself. That is another story in itself. I think I need to get you over here so we can talk and understand that enhanced game and not just think we get it or know it. I would love to have a little education. I'd love to be educated in terms of what the game is about and how it goes, and kind of have some questions. So we thought we need to have a conversation. You can just drop the digits somewhere, and they can email us or send us a message, and we will have some conversation. But you're not late. We're just on the women's 200 meters, and we just came off of heat number four and moving into heat number five. Heat number five had the defending champion in none other than our girl Sharika Jacko Jackson. um, Amy Hunt was a part of this. Audrey Duke was also a part of this heat. And this heat return, Sharika Jackson comfortably running out of lane number 9. Comfortably, I use the word comfortably because for me, she was really comfortable. She looked ready to deal with the business and handle what it is that I would say unfinished business that she have in Tokyo here, and she came through with 22.33, Amy Hunt of Great Britain 22.57, and Vervat of Belgium 22.74. And Sandy, as you earlier said, you said that Sharika looks ready, and I said I agree, definitely. After seeing Sharika run from lane number 9 this morning, I am like, all right, Jocko Panty Queen, look comfortable in the panty. I'm ready for the business. I mean, the natural air is up and out. I'm wondering if we're going to see the natural air right through the championships, because if it is that Jocko comes out with that natural air into, say, goody, mean the business, and I got anger that. So, but Jacko, it was really nice seeing you this morning, running very comfortable, running smooth, and doing the thing, and just going forth. I wish you all the best. It's yours for the taking. Angry the business, man. Guy, your business. It's your business. Good night to you, spiritually blessed. Good night. Good night. But then we move on to heat number 6. That's the last heat that happened. We saw Dean Asher Smith comfortably coming through for the win with 22.40, followed by Tori Lewis of Australia with a personal best. Like, guys, listen, seeing sometimes for personal best for some of these races is is really lovely, and the times that they come forth for some of them is like wow, because I mean we in Jamaica are used to these times are what some of our girls just run as a walk in the park sometime, not necessarily for the 200 but generally for the races or for the sprints, and seeing some country just reaching that place or just getting to the opportunity to get to those times as a personal best for their country, for a national record also, is really lovely. Rounding out the automatic spot was Jail Best 2 of Spain from heat number 6, and therefore we saw the 6 heats going through. The first 3 from each heat would have been automatically qualified into the semifinals and is able to handle the business. I mean, the is semifinals will definitely have a total of 3 semifinals that will be there, and that is supposed to be contested tomorrow morning, Jamaica time at 7:24. And this is what the semifinals for. Semifinal number 1, we will see Paris of France in lane number 2. We will see the Japanese athlete in lane number 3. We will see Jessica Gibai from Cote d'Ivoire, lane number 4. Amy Hunt will run from lane number 5. Antonique Strawn will run from lane number 6. Sharika Jacko Jackson will run from lane number 7. And she will have company with Brittany Brown of the United States, lane number 8. And the Spain athlete will be in lane number 9. For me, if I may speak on that right now, I think that is a good heat for Sharika to be in, and I definitely do know that she will come through or can come through from that semifinals right there. It's the first 2 from the semifinals. We have 3 semifinals, so therefore we get 6 and 2 fastest. Semifinal number 2, we'll have the Sweden athlete coming from lane number 3. Ashanti Moore will run from lane number 4 for this. We'll also have Sophia Junk of Germany, lane number 5. Dina Asher Smith for company in lane number 6. Melissa Jefferson, lane number 7. Tori Lewis, lane number 8. And Vervat at Belgium, lane number 9. That will be semifinal number 2. And I still do, based on where it is that Ashanti Moore has been or is this season, I still do believe that she can come through these semifinals and move herself into the finals. Tuffy, you said it's simple, no drug testing. You have a monthly check plus big bonus for the world record. It will be a topic for after world game is completed. Definitely will be a topic for afterwards. So we will definitely love to have you so that we can have that conversation so that our family over here can be educated about that. Um, you said Brown will give her a competition, but she moves on. Yes, definitely. Brown will give her competition. Um, as I said, semifinal number two has Dina Asher Smith, Melissa Jefferson, Tori Lewis, Anna Shantimore. That's four ladies that, I mean, all ladies is possible to move into the semifinals, but I mean, based on the names that is in these semifinals, those four ladies will be four ladies that will be bringing the swing that we'll be looking forward to do something and determine who comes out of the semifinal into the final, and if this semifinal will be one of the semifinal that takes in someone else um, to move into the final. Then we will have semifinal number three. Semifinal number three will have Audrey Leduc of Canada, lane number two. It will have the Mexican athlete in Miriam in lane number three, Telma Davis, lane number four, the Greece athlete, lane number five. Battle of the United States come from lane number six. Marie Joseta Lou comes from lane number seven. Mackenzie Long from lane number eight, and Daryl Nito will run from lane number nine. Ah, my gosh! I tell you that. I mean, the 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 women's 200 meters semi. I mean, there's no other way for it to be set up, but it is going to be a good semifinal that will happen tomorrow morning. I mean, after we saw the woman, oh my word, can I tell you? I don't know if the world was expecting what we got from the men this morning. The men angle the business, deal with it, and dealt with it really, really, really well. We had six heats from this, and it was first three and six fastest, as we said last night. So, heat number one, we saw Alexander Ogando of Dominica coming through with 20.10. The 400-meter world record holder coming through, Wayne Van Niekerk, 20.19. And also we saw the Swedish athlete coming through, the Swiss athlete, sorry, coming through with 20.39 for third. But a personal best happened in that heat with the Sweden athlete, Mr. Larsson, for 20.40. So the three that is in is Uganda, Wayne Van Niekerk, and the Swiss athlete moving into the semifinals. Then we moved into semifinal number two. Excited, excited, excited. Knocked on door, knocked on door, knocked on door. Semifinal number two, we saw the Zimbabwean athlete running 19.91 for the win. Courtney Lindsay of the United States, 19.95. But excitement for us Jamaicans, we saw Adrian Carr running a great race, great race. Coming through for third, automatic qualifications 20.13. That was really a wonderful run this morning that we saw. If it is that you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, we ask that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Remember to comment and also to like and leave something so that we can communicate. If it is that you have also not yet followed us on our YouTube Facebook page, please remember to go ahead and go on over and follow us on that. We moved into heat number three. Heat number three, we saw Kenny Benderick being Kenny Benderick for me, coming through with 19.98. We saw the Nigerian athlete Ododi coming through for second with 20.27, and the South African athlete coming through for third with 20.27 also. Reyes Williams was fourth with a season best of 20.38, followed by Jerome Blake of Canada, 20.43. Then we moved into heat number four. Again, Jamaica was excited. Jamaica got something to be excited about on day number 5. Again, I mean, this heat, we saw Noah Lyles doing Noah Lyles and being Noah Lyles. He is the defending world champion in this, and therefore we saw him go at it. Noah Lyles completed. Hey Malik, good evening to you, Malik. Congratulations. Good run from you, my dearest. It was great seeing you this morning in spite of what happened. I know you know you know what it is, but you are still a winner in our eyes, and we thank you so much for flying the flag high, and we thank you so much for doing what you do. And we know that, as you said before when you were here with us, you said God on time, and time will eventually come for you. But kudos to you, and we will get there with you shortly. um so guys, we were just bigging up Malik because Malik is here with us and stuff. So you can just go ahead and drop a little word to Malik, as you guys know that he is with us. As I was saying, with heat number 4, Noah Lyles was being Noah Lyles. He came through with 19.99 for the win. Zarna Lewis 20.07 for second. But Christopher Taylor, oh my word, one Kobe, as we would call him. Kobe is our baby. I mean, what Kobe has come back in his time, in just a short time, and do big up and kudos to Kobe, big time, all time, big up. Kobe ran a personal best to run himself into the semifinals automatically, not going over the side and wait, but automatically. Christopher Kobe Taylor ran 20.26 for our personal best this morning, and we were all happy for that. We were all into the groove. We were all zoned in for that, and really, really happy. It was really great seeing him doing that. So that's big things. Big things is happening over Tokyo for athletes. Yeah. We actually saw Andre DeGrasse coming through for fourth, running 20.30 also for that. And as we continue, we moved on to heat number 5. Oh, word. Heat number 5. Heat number 5 was the heat of this heat. We saw our own national champion in Brian Lavelle coming through with 19.84. I hear Professor Brian Lavelle jogged 19.84, but listen to me. I felt like Brian Lavelle walked 19.84 because I don't know, it was just a smooth, comfortable race tactic, smooth execution. And him not start do anything yet and running 19.84. Baron Lavelle, kudos to you, great run. We saw the Zimbabwean athlete 20.06 coming through for second. Goat, the young star of Australia, coming through for third in 20.23. And then we moved on to heat number 6, the last heat. The Olympic champion, Leslie Tibogo, came through for 20.18. We saw the Netherlands athletes 20.35 and the Japanese athlete 20.39 there. That is awesome. And as Jackie said, I'm so happy for that all our 3 guys go through to the semifinals. But Brian was fantastic. Definitely Brian. Brian's run was really fantastic. And you know what I love about these 3 men on the screen is that they're all youths. There are juniors that we have watched at championships, in terms of the juniors that we have watched at boys and girls championships that has come up, but all 3 of them in this time at Tokyo are, those 3 close to our hearts athletes that we're like, yes, yes, yes. So we know that, we will continue to grow with them for the years to come because they're so young. So it's really good to have that happening. Yes, Malik, indeed, the work continues. Definitely. Spiritual blessings. He's so happy for Christopher. We are all happy for him. I'm really, really excited for him also. Um, Tuffy said Brian looks like he's in 1905 shape. Why, Tuffy? I tell you though, I mean, I believe that it's going to be a great, great finals once it is that he puts his race strategies, race together the way it is that he wants it to be, because only him alone know what it is that he wants his race to be like. And I know they will get it together and do it right, definitely. Um, I'll just move into what the semifinals will hold. The semifinals will be three semifinals, and it will be the first two and the fastest two moving into it. Definitely tough. Your team 2025 is full of a lot of youngsters, and for a lot of persons who don't know them, because a lot of them may be new to some persons, this gives them an opportunity to kind of see them and now get to know them and know that, hey, these are the guys that we'll be cheering for and bringing on for the coming years, along with other ones that will be coming. So definitely we are in a good place. Semifinal number one will take in William of Switzerland. We will also have Aaron Brown of Canada from lane number three, Wayne Van Niekerk, lane number four. This is heat number one, semifinal number one. Towa of Japan. It will also have the Zimbabwean athlete, and they will have the company of Kenny Benderick, who will go from lane number seven. Alonzo Ogando will go from lane number eight. That's a Dominican athlete, and Christopher Taylor, our own or newly minted personal best of 20.26, will go from lane number nine. So that will round out the first semifinals tomorrow morning. That will give us an idea of what it is that we're going to look for. Do I say this is a tough semifinals? It has great potential with great athletes. We have the world record holder of 400 meters in Wade Van Niekerk in there. We have Aaron Brown, who has been doing this. We have Kenny Benderick, we have Alexander Oganda, and we also do have Christopher Taylor. So this semifinal one, it will, give us a good thing to look at. Drew said, look at Kerr, the young man that once never wanted to run the 200 meters. Ah, when I look at him, when I looked at him this season, what it is that he has accomplished and the work that he has put in and the body of work that he has put out there this season. The other day I thought about that, and I love how he just take his time and coming into his own and doing it little by little just to basically get there. So definitely agree with you, Drew. Spiritual best said Jamaica future look bright for years to come. Once it is that the athletes keep motivated, keep committed, and focused, and also once it is that the athlete keep healthy, great things is in store, because why them the injure them, nah, play with it, man. Tell you, Taylor just needs to go all out. Since he's running blind, he will need to better his personal best to advance. Oh, that's a task for him. But I mean, we saw Sharika Jackson do it this morning, even though Sharika is in a different class at this moment than Christopher Taylor. But I agree, in order for him to get into it, whether it be with the big Q or the small Q, he would just need to just lay down there. And we know he has that heart that he will and can do that. So we definitely wish him all the best running out of lane number 9 tomorrow. We then move to semifinal number two. Semifinal number two again has some big names. And when I say big names, I mean big names. Semifinal number two, we see Jerome Blake of Canada running from lane number 2. We will see Zeze of France running from lane 3. Goat of Australia will be running from lane number 4. The Netherlands athlete will be running from lane number 5. And now we get to the big guns. Leslie Tebogo, the Olympic champion, will run from lane number 6. Lane number 7 will have Courtney Lindsay of the United States. Lane number 8 will have our national champion in Brian Lavelle. and lane number 9 will have the Sweden athlete running from that lane. For me, definitely supposed to be the top two is supposed to be, in my viewpoint, Brian Lavelle and Leslie Tebogo, but I do think highly possible that they will have the company of Courtney Lindsay in the middle there, right between both of them. He will put down some things, and definitely, as we know, Brian Lavelle basically will be running blind because he's coming from lane number 8, and everybody else will have him in their side. But again, I'm not really fully worried about him running blind from that lane because I do know that he can do it. And I definitely have him getting into that finals once it is that he puts his race strategy together and bring it forth for him, then he will definitely get himself into the final. And I do hope that getting himself into the final, he will move along to put himself into the position of what do I say? Into the position of a good lane choice for him. So I definitely have him doing that. The semifinal determines the lane draw that you will get for the finals. We then move to heat number 3. Heat number 3 will have the likes of Larsen of Sweden, Andre de Grasse, the Olympic champion, former, well, yes, Olympic champion, even though he's former, but Olympic champion. Adrian Carr will run from lane number 4. Andre de Grasse will run from lane number 3. It will have the Nigerian from lane number 5. Zarna Lewis will run from lane number 6. Noah Lyles will run from lane number 7. The Zimbabwean athlete, lane number 8. And Dambili of South Africa will go in lane number 9. Oh, oh my God, tomorrow is going to be one of those days again, like today. But I am excited to see what tomorrow brings, though. Tuffy said, I'm surprised that he didn't get lane 6 or 7 with the fastest time. I am also surprised for that too, but I guess because they're using lane 2 to 9, I don't know how it is that they choose to give him lane 8, though. It's just weird. I don't know, but him get angry business up there, so still. Him get angry business right up there, right up there, right up there. Him can do it. Well, he will do it. After the 200 meters this morning, we saw the javelin. So the men's javelin went at it this morning, and then we saw the qualifications happen. And as I said earlier, we saw Anderson Peters, move himself into the finals to basically work his way up to do what it is that they do best in the javelin. Then we saw the men's long jump. This again was another scorching one. Tough it yet. Last, and it is rather weird that I would have thought that thing there would have gotten level would have gotten that semifinals, but I guess again because um Adrian is in that semifinals, they wouldn't have put, or the system just didn't pick them into that same semifinals. But Noah Lyles does get this easiest semifinals to deal with. Walk in the park, but it's what it is. The semifinals are going to be starting tomorrow. They might go hot, 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 hot pepper. We move right along into the long jump for men. Definitely. Oh my God. It was awesome, awesome, awesome seeing these two men um go at it in the finals this morning. Big up to yourself, Mr. Nikolai. Yeah. Big up to you, sir. Big up, big up, big up, big up to you. Your first championship and you were into the finals. It was really awesome watching you jump. It was really awesome seeing you go at it, running down that runway and doing your thing. I thank you so much for donning the black, green, and gold and flying that flag really high, flying that flag well high and well up. It was really good seeing you doing that. Tajay Gale, what do I say of you, Mr. World Champion? Tajay Gale has now um, gotten a what do I say, a full set of medal in World Championship, gold, silver, and bronze. But Tajay Gale, we haven't seen this Tajay Gale jump, this Tajay Gale in years after winning that World Championship medal. He hasn't been back at this place. And this morning I was like, yes, Tajay, yes, Tajay, yes, Tajay. I mean, we were just this close in him capping that gold medal again. But then again, as we know, everybody has to put in that jump and stuff. I mean, when I saw Fulani um fold the first jump and stuff, and I was like, all right, Taji, do your thing, you go on. I was like this close, and then Fulani just whoops and just jumped that 8:39. I was like, all right, Taji, do we have that 8:40 in us? But nonetheless, kudos, congratulations, big scream. I am saying that Taji Gale is back. Um, Welcome back, sir. It's good to have you back. It's good to have you jumping as Tajay Gale, as we basically know you to be. So, congratulations, Tajay, from Track and Field Talent, from Jamaica, from the world. Big up you, sir. Welcome back, Mr. World Champion. I can't wait to see what the coming years, you being healthy, you being strong, you being fit and ready will bring for you. I wish you all the best in that. Tajay was really good having the long jump this one. It was really a nice one too. So the long jump was won by Mattia Fulani of Italy, and he's also a youngster, a junior too in his own right, because I think he's just turning 20 or 21, somewhere along that line. In order to have beat the world champion, in order to have beat Ajay Gill this morning, Fulani had to jump a personal best in jumping 8:39. Tajay Gale jumped 8:34 for a season best. So therefore, we know Tajay can go further and stuff like that. And the Shy of China jumped 8:33 for also a season best in order to get the bronze medal. Nikolai jumped 7:85 in order to be in the ninth place. So he's ninth in the world by jumping that. And therefore, it was really good this morning to watch the jumpers jump and have them do what they do best. Really, really, really good. Sandy said Tajay's speech with TVJ was excellent. His humility is top tier. Hey, Mr. Brilliant Boy. Just how he thanked Mr. Ricketts and Shanika, how they looked after him and made him feel at home. Sometimes a change is good. Sometimes, we need to figure out or find out or decide when the time to move. So kudos to him and his team, and kudos to Kerry Ricketts, kudos to Shanika Ricketts in helping bringing him back to Tajay Gale, that we know him to be the world champion that he is in his own right. So well done, sir. He looked so relaxed and comfortable this morning for me too. It was like awesome. Like, yeah, it was really, really awesome to see him go at it this morning. Definitely. Um, when we looked at that and we moved right into the women's 400-meter hurdles this morning, just after Tajay did what he did, we had the women 400-meter hurdles happening in their semifinals. And I must say that our ladies did what they did, and we thank them so much for doing what they do, because again, I can't do it. Semifinal number one happened, and we saw a era record with Gianna Woodruff of Panama running 52.66 to win semifinal one. Then we saw Jasmine Jones of the United States with 53.01, and our own girl, Antoinette Knight, ran fifth with 54.35 this morning in that semifinals there. But we thank you so much, Antoinette. Still, nonetheless, with your 54.35, good, good going, good representation, in spite of you not making it into the final. We thank you still, and we appreciate that nonetheless. Judine says Tajay said he needed a 840 to win, but his hamstring wasn't allowing him. So yes, definitely he needed a 840, and I felt like the 840 was there for him, but again, his hamstring was just not allowing him, and therefore, I'm sure he is happy with the silver medal nonetheless. And I hope that now that the season has ended, he will get some rest and they will work on that hamstring as best as possible. As I said, it was really great seeing Tajay as Tajay, and for me, not really feeling so worried about him jumping compared to years past when it is that he would have jumped and be leaning over to the side of the ditch. This morning he was just in the center and he was just doing those jumps and it was really great. Um, Jackie said, congratulations to Tajay. I'm so happy to see him back in form. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Sandy said, congrats to Cheyenne. Proud of Antoinette Knight. Definitely, we are proud of her. Indeed. I mean, and I feel like Antoinette is also tired. Antoinette has been on the circuit all season long, but still, we are proud of her. Semifinal number 2, it gives us what it is that we thought it should have been. It lived up to the billing. Semifinal number 2 had Fenke Ball of Netherlands, the defending champion, running 52.31. I know I said I wanted to see her up against Dalila Mohammed, and Dalila ran second to Fenke Ball this morning in 53.14. And this morning, Fenke Ball gave me what I was looking for, that comfort, relaxed, fluid glide over the hurdles and going into it as comfortable as possible and looking easy. So I thank her for being relaxed and being into the game as we know she could be. But Dalila Mohammed, Mama, world champion, Olympic champion, Rocketarolas. Yes, you did a really good job in coming in second there. I mean, Naomi Van Berk of Belgium came third with a national record. Honorable mention, national record 53.65. These things are still happening in spite of. Then we move to semifinal number 3, the final semifinal. We saw where Anna Cockrell of the United States came through with 53.28 for that win. And definitely we saw Cheyenne Salmon coming through with the T. Clap that. Cheyenne came through with 54.03 with a season best for second and an automatic qualification into the finals. And we are so happy for you, Shannon. We are really, really happy for you. You have been there, you have been knocking, and we are proud of you and we thank you. Rest up, and then you come into your finals and do what it is that you know your body can take, and we will accept it. So thank you so much for doing that. The Norwegian athlete ran a personal best in 54.28, and we also had the Poland athlete running a national record of 54.45. I mean, I notably mention these times because these are personal best and national records, and I mean, it requires you to push yourself. And if you can come into a championship and do these, then you have to be mentioned about it. Definitely. Fenke will now get her gold. Fenke will now get her gold medal again. Remember, Fenke is the defending world champion in this. So she definitely will get it again. You're saying. I think she will. I'm looking forward again to Dalila Mohammed and Anna Cockrell to kind of battle there for those 2 other spaces, and anything is possible. Who knows? And someone can go there and do whatever it is possible to get herself there and come home feeling accomplished and okay. So kudos to them, definitely. Sherwood said, "What a beautiful blouse you are wearing. That's why the colors are really nice." Thank you so much, Sherwood. I appreciate that. Jacqueline says, "We need to give a big shout out to all of our athletes. Them are doing a fantastic job. Definitely. They're doing a fantastic job. They are getting the work done. They are putting in the work, and even though what they personally set out to achieve may not be what it is that they achieved, we still appreciate them and we still thank them for that, guys. And again, me always over here, me could do it, you know. We moved right into the men's 400-meter hurdles immediately after the women go. And let me tell you, as we saw Malik here earlier, kudos, big ups, congrats, well done. Again, even though it may not have been what it is that you all set out to achieve, we are still proud of you guys. We still thank you guys for doing it because we can't do it. And I mean, Malik just slightly, you know, out of it at that point, but we still thank you so much for that. And if you may know, I mean, Rashawn Clark, big up yourself. Let me just say that. Rashawn Clark, big up you because we know you guys have been battling injuries on top of injuries on top of injuries, but to still come here and show up and face the starters and do what you do, pick up yourself. Um, we thank you so much for doing that. We thank you so much for putting yourself out there. Then we saw semifinal number one went off, and we saw Carson Warholm coming through with 47.72 for the win, and the German athlete with a personal best 47.83. My apologies. We saw Samba of Qatar coming through for the win in 47.63. Carson Warholm coming through with 47.72 for second in that first semifinals. Personal best of 47.83 for the German, coming through for third, and another personal best of 48.21 for the Great Britain athlete in Donovan Theory for fourth. Semifinal number two, we saw Ezekiel Nathaniel of Nigeria, 47.47. We saw the other Qatar athlete coming through with a personal best, 47.61 for second. Caleb Dean of the United States for third, 47.85. Malik James King was fourth in 48.01 with a season best at that time. We saw Roy Benjamin, United States, 47.95. Alison DeSantis, 48.16 for second. We saw the other Qatar athlete with a personal best, 48.29. Roshan Clark was fourth with 48.37 for that. Now, hurdles and a baby, as we all know, the hurdles them is no baby, no joke thing. And we just have to just give kudos to all the athletes who run those events. The finals for the hurdles, which will be run on the 19th, we will see Caleb Dean, we will see Emil of Germany, we will see Carson Warholm, Samba of Qatar, Nathaniel Ezekiel of Nigeria, Roy Benjamin for United States in lane 7. We will see Abakar of Qatar in lane 8, and that's Alison DeSantos will run from lane number 9 for that. That will be on the 17th of the month, and we will see what that returns for the winners. Who will be the winner, or who will be crowned the world champion in that. After that, we move along. We saw the 3,000 happening for women, the finals. A championship record came forth with 8:51:59 for Faith Cherotic. Say them African, they make it me bite my tongue, I tell them the truth, but no big ill for it. No, I apologize when I mm, wrong the names. I didn't mean it spitefully. Tuffy said, job well done by both men. I definitely agree. Both of them did their best, and we thank them definitely for that. Miller said, hope you get well soon. I really do hope that they will do get well soon, um, and stuff. So it is indeed big shout out to all athletes. Congratulations to Faith for winning that 3,000 meters steeplechase. And we also saw the Bahrainian athlete, Winfred, coming through for second. The Ethiopian athlete in Sembo for third with a personal best of 8:58.86. A national record also happened, 9:01.46 in that. After that, to close out the day of day number 5, we saw the 1,500 meters for men happening with Nadar of Portugal coming through for 3:34.10. The Great Britain athlete Jake Whitman 3:34.12. Kenyan athlete came through for third in 3:34.25. That basically rounded out the completion of day number 5, and therefore it was a fantastic day. Day number 6 is coming up tomorrow for us. Basically, in the morning, what will be there is the 5,000 women's heats will go forth for that. We'll have that. We'll also have the women's high jump qualification will happen in the morning. We'll also see Lamara Disting in the women's high jump for qualification B in Group B tomorrow morning, and the automatic qualification mark is 197. We'll also have the men's javelin final happening tomorrow morning, where, as we said, Anderson Peters will be throwing that javelin and going up to vie for the gold medal. The women's 800 meters heat has 7 heats that will be contested tomorrow morning. We have our own Adele Tracy will be contesting heat number 2. That's the Adele Tracy of Jamaica. And Kellyanne Beckford will be in heat number 3. And Natoya Gould will run from heat number 7. Natoya Gu will run from heat number 7. So tomorrow morning we will see our ladies in the 800 meters going up: Adele Tracy, Kellyanne Beckford, and Natoya Gould. We will also see Shanika Ricketts going up in the finals of the women's triple jump along with Akila Smith. So we do have things to watch tomorrow morning when we are up and in Tokyo. Tokyo is Tokyoing. The men's 200 meter semifinals that we spoke about and the women's 200 meter semifinals will also go off tomorrow morning. And then we will move right into having the semifinals of the men 800 meters. Tyrese Taylor will go up in semifinal number 1 in heat 1 of the semifinal, and he will basically be going up against Marco Arop of Canada in that semifinals. In semifinal number 2, that will have Donovan Brazier, and therefore we'll have our own Navaski Anderson will be in semifinal number 3, and he will go up against Wanyoni in that semifinal. After we have the men's 800 meter semifinal, then we will move to the men's 400 meters final. Oh my word. We will move to the men's 400 meters final, and the lineup for that: Jerry Richards will run from lane number 2, Jacor Patterson lane number 3, Epi lane number 4, also have Busang of Botswana lane number 5, Rashid McDonald will run from lane number 6, Nene from lane number 7, Niduri lane number 8, and the Japanese athlete will run from lane number 9. That final will be at 8:10 Jamaica time, 9:10 American time. And to round out day number 6, we'll have the women's 400 meters to close out the day. Nikisha Price, the national record holder, will run from lane number 2. Norwegian athlete will run from lane number 3. Roxanne Gomez of Cuba, lane number 4. Sydney McLaughlin Levron will run out of lane number 5. Amber Anning, lane number 6. Salwa Need Nassa will run from lane number 7. Natalia of Poland, lane 8. And Marlide Parlino will run from lane number 9. And that will close out day number 6 tomorrow morning. So we have things to get up and watch and look out for and cheer for. And therefore, we will have a pack stack day number 6. Indeed, a pack stack day number 6. But definitely, we look forward to rejoicing again at the end of day number 6 when day number 6 happened. Tuffy said, don't be surprised if you grab a medal in the men's 400. Who would be surprised after what he did? Woo-hoo! But definitely, day number 6 is a packed that day to come and one for us to basically be excited about going right into it in the morning. Again, if it is that Price will be at a disadvantage in lane number 2, a big disadvantage she will be at in lane number 2, but still we cheer her on and still we run with her, scream with her, be there with her, be there for her, indeed, as she go along. I thank you again so much for being here with us, being here as we take you through day number 5 and look forward to what day number 6 will bring. Remember to stick and stay with us. Click the notification bell, set your notification bell so that you don't miss it when it is that we go live to talk about the roundup of what is happening in Tokyo and what it is that is happening in the world of track and field. Remember also to subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave a comment, and also share it with your friends and family. And also remember to follow us on our Facebook page at Track and Field Talknet, the place where it is that we learn, where we communicate, and where we dissect everything that happens in track and field. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to say to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, wherever it is that you're joining us from, or wherever it is that you will recap this day number 5. Do have yourself a fantastic evening, a fantastic morning, whichever one it is that you are in right now. I thank you.